Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Star Flames, and we're back with another video. In this video, we're gonna talk about Bianca Censori being given the stare by residents in Mallorca, Spain. Let's talk about it, shall we? Because I find it to be quite interesting, because if you look at their reaction when they saw Bianca's attire, their reaction, it is worth 8,000 words, and it's also worth its weight in gold. Let's talk about it, because in case you haven't seen that video that I did yesterday, please go ahead and check it out. So basically what had happened was Ye and Bianca, they're out there in Mallorca, Spain. It is alleged that Ye was gonna start some kind of treatment to get clean out there while he's working on a few projects. No, I don't know if Ye has started any therapy or any program to get clean, but once I have some information on that, I'm gonna come back and let you guys know. The last thing I saw about that was him, sitting down saying that he's gonna stop using not nitrous oxide. And that was literally like 2, if not 3 weeks ago. He said that he's gonna stop. He hasn't confirmed if he has stopped. But for the most part, he looks good. If you look into his eyes, the eyes is very telling. The eyes are the very scary, concerning part. But anywho, Ye is a grown man, and if he's smart enough to do other things and take care of other things in his life, he definitely has the same awareness to take care of his health, or should I say take better care of his health, right? So he has to figure that one out on his own. I think I've done enough on my end to encourage and, encourage him to get the help that he needs and get rid of those yes men and those yes girls that he has around him. He really needs some people who are decent human beings around him, I'm just saying, who watch someone that they care about take nitrous oxide. Kudos to Milo once again for bringing it out and for being the whistleblower on that. Now, as I was saying, Ye and Bianca, they're out there in Mallorca, Spain. Bianca Censori has been wearing a lot of long wigs with bangs and glasses recently. And as such, many people believe that she's trying to compete with Kim Kardashian. And I can see that now. I can see it. I can see her wanting the relevance, but we're going to talk about that in another video. So, while she was out there in Mallorca, Spain, she was wearing this fishnet top. She has her bust area. It's huge. So anything she wears, whether she's covered or not, she's going to get a lot of attention because she's beautiful, right? But the thing is, do you know how they say, when they say seeing too much can be quite a literal shocker? Bianca is a prime example of that, because she was wearing that, fishnet top, and the women in Spain, they definitely dress in a salacious manner. They dress sexy. They show a lot of skin. But Bianca was showing it all because that top was not leaving anything to the imagination. It was basically showing everything, right? So when she was stepping out, there was a couple and they looked shocked like, are we really seeing right? So many people were giving her the eyes like, oh my God, is she really showing that much skin? Like, why is she showing that much skin? So everywhere she goes, it tends to happen, and it happens a lot. Now, I've seen people on the internet saying, Bianca is showing them what natural bodies looks like, and that is true. She's showing people what natural bodies looks like. And Bianca has always been the type of person to show a lot of skin. And I believe that when you show a lot of skin in some areas, in some region, when you're traveling or when you're at home, it's okay. But you see what makes it looks bad for a lot of internet sleuths or a lot of netizens at this point in time? What makes it look so bad is the Cassie lawsuit, because really people have seen so much bad from Ye the past couple of weeks, and he has been talking about the behaviors that mirrors Diddy's behavior. And you know that Sean Diddy Combs trial it's on its way. Cassie gave us some explosive details into what went on between her and Diddy. So seeing Bianca and Ye, with Ye supporting Diddy, saying free puff, using the viral video clip image to sell a hoodie, and to say that he likes to watch men doing things to his wife, and then to hear Cassie give details upon details of how she would be psychologically groomed into such acts, and how she never wanted to do those things. She thought she wanted to do it, but as she got older and as she, was detached from the situation and she started healing, she realized that those things were never okay. So that is psychological abuse, grooming, and manipulation. Older man, younger girl, that is what normally happens to them. So anyone who has been following Cassie's trial, even if you don't follow it every day and all the turning points, naturally when they say seeing Bianca is reminiscent of the things that Cassie, or some of the things that Cassie said that she experienced with Diddy, when people are saying that Bianca is reminding them of Cassie, and in 10 years, Bianca will be the next woman on the stand telling her story, you really can't blame them. You can't say they're being hateful or anything like that, because Ye has put out enough, or should I say rather, more than enough for people to draw that conclusion. And not just that, back to that couple that was staring at Bianca. Bianca was just there and it was all hanging out. And then she had on a little short, the cheeks were out. And that couple was like, oh my God, like we weren't prepared for this. So while women dress salacious, scandalous in Spain, it seems as though, based on everyone's reaction, they were in an area where that is not something that is customary. So with Bianca Censori doing that, it is basically leaving those people literally speechless, and you can see the shocker on their faces. And, as I've said, normally this would not be something that is, concerning to me. But what is concerning is Bianca getting manipulated here? Because I've said it once and I'm going to say it again, because many people, they really don't catch on to things when it is said. Not because Bianca Censori is a exhibitionist, it doesn't mean that she always wants to put on an exhibition. Not because she's an exhibitionist, it doesn't mean that she always wants to dress like this. So the question here, who is grooming who? Because things are really not looking good, for Ye and Bianca. It's really not looking good. It looks so disorganized, While it's not the worst, it looks so disorganized, because when you think about how Ye reacted and how I saw basically glimpse of him sneak dissing Bianca Censori, and he was like on that line, if she doesn't come back, I'm gonna ruin her. He literally gave us that, effect, because at one point in time, he was like, bitches want babies and security. Bitch ran off with my Maybach, and how he, talks about love watching his wife getting smashed by other guys. Those are behaviors mirroring Sean Diddy Combs' behavior. So normally seeing Bianca Censori dressing like this would not be any great area of concern for me. But after Ye saying the things that he has said, it's gravely concerning. Is she doing this on her own, or is it that she's being psychologically groomed into doing these things and manipulated? Like the last time we heard, Ye was willing to give her a lot of money. begging her to come back and saying that he would pay her like millions each year for her to stay with him. So, if that's the case, that's a psychological abuse and grooming. Not because the exchange of gifts and money is involved. It doesn't mean that, oh, she wanted the money and she's doing it. So I would say, it's their marriage, it's their life, but I would caution you as to the things that he does because already he's very questionable. Already he's just really and truly hated. He's not even getting the love that he once got from the people. So you know that a lot of people are literally turning their backs because of his behavior and because of his refusal to get help. So what I'm saying is that if Bianca should decide that she want to take legal action, it would be too easy because she's going to have the internet rushing to her support and say, yeah, he did it. We see it. This is what Julia Fox spoke about. This is what Amber Rose spoke of. And people are going to twist and turn everything that they can to use it against Ye. And before we know it, he will be going down faster than Diddy. So he needs to be very careful what he does as it relates to Bianca Censori. Already, he has put out enough words out there for them to use against him and say, you know what? Yes, you are exactly this kind of person because you said this, you said that, you said it on this date, and you said it on this date. So he needs to be careful. He also made a post saying the man has the final say, and that is given the sense of, a man should not be told no. So we don't know, how that works for him because if he's going to say that as it relates to his custody battle with his ex-wife, even though he doesn't have one, but he creates one, he creates a custody issue. And that statement came out after Kim was like, no, my daughter North is not going to collab with Diddy. And he was basically telling Kim that, yeah, I went ahead and I released that clip because I'm the man and I have the final say. Men like those, you really have to wonder, what else do you mean by that? Because men are delusional. Just like Boozy saying Cassie came, she enjoyed it. And that is the, mind of a word is. So when Ye is using somewhat of a similar statement, it's extremely concerning. But I guess only time will reveal, what their relationship is really based on. And if Bianca Censori is completely aware of the roles that she's playing, participating, and is she consenting consciously without being groomed or coerced to do these things. But whatever it is, evidently those residents are staring at her. It seems to be a shocker to them. And again, the women in Spain, they really do dress sexy and salacious. But to see them looking at Bianca like that, you know that they're saying, this is too much. And I can't believe she has all of this hanging out there. If you look at that, those faces, that's the expression you will get. But anywho, guys, I want to hear from you. So what's your take while you're at it? Thumbs up, share, subscribe, and we're going to talk some more in the comment section. Peace.